Sorry, I had to close the video because I wanted to save my time. But as I said, listen, saying that Lewis Hamilton is finished, I don't think he's finished yet. I think give it next year with the new regulations, new change of everything, new chassis, new engines, etc. And if can Ferrari give him a proper car, then you can really judge Lewis Hamilton. But let's not forget it's his first season at Ferrari. I'm getting emotional here. It's his first season at Ferrari, and he's a new team, new background, new culture to what he experienced at McLaren, Mercedes, new country, new culture, new background. And he said it, by the way, in the pre-race press conference, that he sent documents to his team in ways to improve the car. And Ferrari, you can clearly see they brought upgrades to the car. But it's like downgrades, man. I mean, it's like fake upgrades, man. Bloody hell. I mean, honestly, like Ferrari have looked absolutely shocking. Shocking. Like, listen, Leclerc is doing well. He's doing a good job, being third and fourth in the sprint. But again, they're still far away from the McLaren. So far away, and they look poor. And they were, below Red Bull in the sprint. Out in Q1 again, Hamilton. Like, listen, I'm not saying Hamilton should be winning every single race. No, of course not. But he shouldn't be getting knocked out in Q1 in a Ferrari car. In a Ferrari, he's driving this. Let's be honest, Ferrari are the second best car, the second fastest car. Let's be honest, they're the second fastest car. It's not a P16 car. It's not a P9 car. It should do more. It should do better. At least be in the top 5, be top 6. And listen, yes, I understand the car is not great, and it's not so outstanding, I should say, and it's not. But let's not also forget his miscommunication with his engineer. Again, how many times do you have to say this Ricardo Adami guy? He needs to be fired. He's had problems with Carlos Sainz. He's had problems with Vettel. When Ferrari are gonna fire him? Hamilton is the new engineer. Why don't Hamilton tell them that? Why don't they tell them that? Or maybe he tells them that, but Ferrari are refusing to fire Ricardo Adami. They're refusing to listen to him. And you can clearly see Lewis Hamilton is learning the traits of being a Ferrari driver. Same with Vettel, same with Alonso, same with other quality drivers. But being a Ferrari driver is not easy. It's not easy at all. And he's not had a good season at all, Lewis Hamilton. But it's too early to write him off. Give him next year, and if he doesn't deliver, okay, we could question giving more. Listen, people say, "Oh, you don't criticize Lewis Hamilton enough." Yes, that's right to some extent, but let's not forget he's a 7-time world champion. So maybe we kind of give him the benefit of the doubt, and it's also his first season at Ferrari. So give him next season, and if he doesn't deliver, then okay, we can make a proper judgment. But if he delivers, then we could see the real Lewis Hamilton as we've seen before. And listen, I agree. He's not the same driver as before. He's lost an edge. In terms of qualifying, he's not the same as before. If you ask Lewis Hamilton to do a lap that he did in Singapore years ago, right now, it will be difficult. Because he's not the same driver as before. He's not the same driver. It happens. Top drivers, top athletes, when they get older, they lose something. They lose something. And they still got it most of the time, but they lose something as well. And Lewis Hamilton has still got it in terms of racecraft, in my opinion, I think. But in terms of qualifying, not good. Not good at all. But yeah, Haas, I mean, they look good, quite good as well. Ocon, I think, was fastest in Sector 1 in Q2. And Ocon was out in 11th just. I mean, Haas, I expected them to be. I expect at least one of the Haas to be in Q3, considering how great they were in the sprint. But both were knocked out in the Q2, Behrman and Ocon. So I think Haas might be quite disappointed a bit to not be one of them in Q3. But the points are scored in the race, and there could be rain as well. It could be a lot of rain. So again, The rain is gonna play a huge factor again. It looks like it's gonna be huge rain in the race, and that's typical Spa. You know, there was no rain in the sprint qualifying and a qualifying and the sprint, but there's a bigger chance that's gonna happen in the race. And yeah, Lando Norris was on pole again. Great first lap he did. I think I saw the video of his lap on board pole lap. He had 3 yellow sectors. He was not like he was not the fastest in that lap. In that lap, like he was. It looked like he didn't have like he was not the fastest in any of those 3 sectors, and he still got pole. Like fantastic from Lando. Great lap. And Piastri had 2 laps to beat Norris's best time, and he didn't do so. You can that sums up, you know, Norris fantastic first lap, and obviously the gap in terms of difference is 0.088 again. But yeah, great lap from. The difference was very small, but great lap from Lando. Great lap, first lap. So he got it in the bag on pole, and he has a chance to win 3 races in a row, which I expect him to do it. I do expect him to do it. I think it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult for. I think Piastri can do it. He can win the race, of course. He can make that overtake in that turn 3, like Verstappen did to him in the sprint. But races and the sprint are quite 2 different scenarios, and also you know, people say that being in pole position in Spa is a disadvantage. I don't think so. If you get pole position, it doesn't mean. I mean, people say, "Oh, the guy who's in second position in Spa and doesn't get pole, it means he will win the race." Listen, and the guy who gets pole in Spa never wins. Listen, people keep saying that the guy who gets pole never wins the race. Okay, but records are there to be broken. Okay, so not every scenario is gonna happen every single time. So not the same scenario is gonna happen every single time. So records are there to be broken. And I expect not Lando Norris to win the race. However, I expect Oscar to give him a proper challenge. If it's gonna be dry, then obviously it's gonna be between the 2 McLarens, and it's gonna be a long battle between these 2. But if it's gonna rain, I think Lando Norris has a very good chance of winning the race. He's been strong in wet races. Okay, he said in this interview he doesn't want a wet race, which I can, of course, I understand. You prefer to be, as a driver, you prefer to be drier than wet, because in the dry it gives you a better chance to see, whereas in the wet it's difficult as a driver, not only for Norris, for everybody. But if it's going to be wet, I expect Norris to win it. I'm not saying Oscar Piastri is a terrible driver in the wet. He's a very good driver. He's very fast. But I feel like Norris can able to manage his tires better than Oscar Piastri if it's going to be wet. And I think that could make the difference at the end. So yeah, first position I'm going for my prediction. First position Lando Norris. Second position Oscar Piastri. And third position I'm going for. Listen, if it's gonna be dry, then I'm going for Lando Norris to win. Second position Oscar Piastri, and third position Leclerc. But if it's gonna be wet, I expect also Lando Norris to win it. Second position. It's difficult. You know what? Second position. I'll still go. Second position Oscar Piastri, and third position Max Verstappen. So it's gonna be again 1-2 McLaren again, where there's gonna be wet or dry. That's how good they are. They could be good in both conditions. But I think Leclerc, if it's dry, I think Leclerc will get a podium. If it's wet, I think Verstappen will get a podium. I think Albon could get a podium. He's in 5th position, so In the rain, anything can happen. Just like we saw Silverstone, nobody expected Hulkenberg to get a podium. So, yeah. Yuki Tsunoda, he got his best, highest grid position for Red Bull, finishing 7th, and Christian Horner leaving. So Yuki Tsunoda starts performing. Coincidence? I don't think so. No, I'm joking. I don't think it has anything to do with Christian Horner leaving, but yeah, great performance, and you can clearly see Red Bull brought upgrades in his car just before qualifying, as Laurent Marquez said in his interview. They brought upgrades, they brought packages for him to try to improve and feel more in the car. I think the upgrades clearly feel worked, and you can clearly see the car is more comfortable for him. Felt more comfortable for him to driving that car in that session in qualifying, and he was looked good. I think all weekend he looked good. I think in the practice one he looked very good. In sprint qualifying and sprint, I don't know what happened to him, but but in the qualifying he was fantastic, very good. All weekend he showed that he had the pace that he can do well in the Belgian Grand Prix, and he did well in qualifying. Very good performance for him, and yeah, I'm looking forward to what he's gonna do in the race. It's gonna be interesting how he's gonna do. I'm really looking forward to how he's gonna perform. But very good performance, and I like that from Lauren Records that he's able to focus on two drivers, because let's be honest, Horner was a great team principal, but he was mostly focused on Verstappen. I'm not saying he was favoring Verstappen like 100% on Yuki, but like you could clearly see that he was like bringing almost every upgrade that Red Bull can have only on Verstappen's car than Tsunoda's car. But you can clearly see Normakers has brought in cars upgrades in both cars almost equally. So very good performance from Yuki Tsunoda, fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to how he's gonna do in the race. And listen, it shouldn't be a celebration for being a Red Bull driver to finish 7th, but considering the problems in that Red Bull second seat has been in the past, and the standards of being that second Red Bull seat, it's great. It's a fantastic performance from Tsunoda. So yeah. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you. I wish you have a nice day. See you tomorrow, and have a nice day. Goodbye.